Okay, so I'm a little bit behind on Empties because around the time that the last time I would have filmed this, because I'm doing them bi-monthly this year, you know, my life imploded. So I have 4 months worth of Empties for you guys today. I've got July, August, September, and October. I'm not gonna make this too lengthy of an intro just because we do have a lot to sort of get through, and let me try to remember, because I organize my Empties by like month. So I have like little baggies for each month just so I can remember. Like, not that it matters, but I mean, I like doing it that way. Just try to figure out which one is my my July month. Here it is. All right, so here's July. Let me take everything out and then we will get started. All right, so July was actually pretty light. I have been trying to use up certain kinds of products. There were like some oils that I've been trying to use, so I've been pretty consistent in my skincare routine. I've been trying to use up some like mists and things like that. Mostly mists. I think, how many mists? I have quite a few mists, I do believe, you know, over the, you know, the last couple of months. But there are certain kinds of products that I am trying to use up, and I am trying to use up like older stuff. So I think you'll see some kind of consistent thing. Does it really matter? I'm just talking. Anyway, I finished up this package of the Vitamin Cleanse by Kaya Naturals. I really only use these for swatches. I don't like using makeup towelettes on my face. I just don't find them to be super effective. I have to wash my face again anyway. Most of the time they have ingredients that like kind of really burn my skin. So I really keep these around for like lipstick swatches. Really is all that I use them for at this point. And I actually don't think I have any more of any kind of makeup towelette at the moment, which I think I need to remedy before I do my next set of lipstick swatches, because it is kind of hard to do lipstick swatches without, you know, makeup towelettes, because they do remove the makeup pretty well. But anyway, that's all that I use them for. I do not use those on my face, and I don't have any others at the moment. I also finished up a Olivia enzymatic body cleanse. Pretty much this is like the only thing I use on my body as like a body wash anymore. I do have the Bathing Culture one, which probably is not going to rebuy for me just because I do prefer this, and I love their scents, and I find them to be more affordable anyway. This is only $20 versus I can't remember how much the Bathing Culture one was, but it's probably more than $20. And then I do have the Impossible soap from Detox Market, which again, I would not buy over this. I just prefer the Olivia body cleanses a lot more. They did just re-release their cranberry scent for the holidays, which is my favorite scent. I love cranberry, I love orchid, and I haven't tried their new one. I know they have sort of like a citrusy, some kind of citrus scent, but I had like 4 bottles in my closet when they launched that, so I didn't go ahead and buy any more, but I will be trying that at some point. But orchid is great. Definitely the cranberry one is very delicious. But this was just the unscented one, and I think I did mostly use this one on Oliver. I do use either this or the Plenty Naturals, you know, hair and body wash for him. I sort of alternate between the two, but I love that. You know, it's really good. I also finished up a Naturalogic Unmask, which is one of my favorite masks of all time. I think this is either my 3rd or 4th empty of it. Absolutely love it. I have one on my counter that I use right now when I'm having like a really bad bout of inflammation. I like to do the Earthwise Beauty Catharsis mixed with some oils because it does get very dry for me. Then after I've used that one, I will use this one. And that's sort of like my inflammation regimen. Like when I'm having really bad inflammation, I will do that a few days in a row, and then it sort of like helps take it down. Okay, so then I did finish 3 different toners. I used the Osea Sea Minerals one, which I believe is the green one. I think this is the green one because I think the one for dry skin is the red one. So I finished that. I do really like the mists from Osea, but I do have problems with the bottles a lot of the time. Like they don't spray the best. Does anybody else have that problem? I don't know. They tend to leak on me, but it just gets very annoying. But I like their mists. Their mists are very nice. I also finished the Bohemian Ruby Leilani Balancing Toner, which is the one for dry skin, I think. And then the Citrus and Citrine one, which I do have a Citrus and Citrine open right now, is the one that's more for like oily combo skin. I need to remove the, I think it's rose quartz that's in here. I'm pretty sure. I need to remove that before I get rid of the bottle. And then the last one I used was the 5 Yena Quiescent Winter Hydrolot. I mean, this was very old. I didn't have very much of it left. I just needed to finish up, you know, some things that were sitting around. And it still smelled fine. It didn't like irritate my skin or anything. But it's been a while since they've had mists in different seasons. Now they only have one mist, which I have not tried yet, so I can't compare it. But I do really miss the Lucent mist from the 5 Yena. That is no more. Now they just have one mist. So I'll try that one eventually, and then I'll let you know how it compares to the old ones. But I did really, I mean, I like the Hydrolots from 5 Yena. They were really great. Though I don't know how much I will be, I guess, promoting 5 Yena from now on, just because, or it's Yena now, just because I have an issue that they relaunched those masks that I love so much with whey and pearl in it, and that just annoys me to no end. And then when I reached out to them about it, they ignored my email. So I was just like, all right, if that's how it's gonna be. Okay, so now let me find August. All right, August we have quite a bit more. Since we were just talking about mists, I'll do the 2 mists that I finished in August. I did finish up the Ingredients Plant Water Mist, which I believe was the July feature from Beauty Heroes, I want to say, because I did sort of like use it from the time it came in until it ended. It lasted about a month. I did really like the mist on it. I liked the, you know, the mister apparatus. I liked how fine it was. Is it something that I'll rebuy? I don't know. I'm not sure that I would rebuy that, but it was nice. I did like it. And then I also used up a mini size of the Chamomile and Calendula Radiance Elixir from Live Botanical, which again, now they don't have seasonal radiance elixirs anymore. They only have one, which I think is the Rose and Tulsi, which is the one I like. I like that one a lot anyway. The Rose and Tulsi one is very beautiful. Have I used a full bottle of it? Probably not, but I've used a lot of, I have one. I have 2 actually, because I love it so much. But yeah, so I would definitely recommend that Radiance Elixir from Live Botanical, because I love it. And now it is the only one that they will have. I'm sure they'll probably do like seasonal stuff, but that's the one that they'll have year round now, instead of just having seasonal scents, because they would do like 4-year, kind of like, you know, the 5 Yena thing, but except those were available all the time. The Live Botanical ones were only available seasonally, depending on what season it was. And I believe the Chamomile and Calendula one was the summer one. I'm not sure, but I finished it because I bought it, these little tiny things, and I used it pretty quickly. Okay, so skincare, what do I have skincare wise? So I finished up the Lil Fox Haute C, which is the vitamin C elixir. I did really enjoy this. I'm not sure that I noticed better results from this than I did from like the Fit Glow Vita Active Serum. That still gives me like the best results from like any vitamin C serum that I've ever used. So this is probably not a rebuy for me, but it was enjoyable to use. I did notice like some brightening, but it wasn't like, I mean, that also was kind of like an older jar. So I don't know. I don't remember how potent it was in the beginning, but towards the end of its life, I mean, it worked fine, but it wasn't something that I thought that I would rebuy. I think vitamin C's you should use up pretty quickly, but I don't know. I'm testing that one that's in the box Walla right now, which I am sort of enjoying so far, but I haven't been using it long enough, I think, to see like any kind of real results, so I'll keep you updated on that one. And then I also have a mini size of the Leilani Mermaid Mask, which I love having one of these around, you know, anytime my skin is feeling kind of dry, little bit irritated, I kind of throw that one on. It's like, it's a honey mask, so it's a good humectant, and it like sort of seals a lot of stuff in, and I enjoy the scent of it. I love how it makes my skin feel. So I always keep that around. And then I also finished up a box of the Rail Beauty Miracle Patch. This is the one that has 96 in it. I do buy these from Amazon, which I think you can get them for like 15 bucks for 96 patches, which is a steal considering how much they cost. You know, if you buy like 12 from Target or whatever, it costs you like $12 or something like that. So I recommend getting these on Amazon. It's just much cheaper. I put them on subscribe and save, so like every 2 months, you know, I get a big box of 96 and lasts me a while. I really like these. I think they work really well. They pretty much compare to the Hero Mighty patches, and the only reason I've switched to those is just because I can get them on a subscription and they are much, much cheaper for a lot more. So I think they're good. They're, you know, I like them. All right, I have a body thing. I finished up the Taos Air Lavender Myrrh Deodorant. This is the brand, the sister brand to Vapor Beauty. Can't remember where I got this. I feel like it was probably in like a detox bundle or something like that. And I am testing a bunch of deodorants. So this one was on my testing list. Did I like it? I have to go back and look at my notes because now I can't remember because I finished this up in August. So I will let you guys know when I talk about the deodorants next year sometime. I think I have like 3 or 4 left to test, and then I'll be able to do my second big deodorant testing video. But I did finish this up, so that's in there. I also finished up an Olivia microbiome friendly hand wash, which is the citrus and sea kelp. I really love this hand wash. This is probably the only hand wash that I'll be using from now on. For a long time, I used the South of France hand wash, which I did really like because it is sort of oil-based, so it was not drying on the hands at all. It's inexpensive, you can get it at the grocery store, but I think I like this a lot better. Plus, I can get this to last a really long time, as long as I'm the only one using it, or I can monitor how much my kid uses because he likes to do multiple pumps. And, you know, the person that I used to live with liked to overuse hand wash. And just all soap in general. But if it's just me using it, I can get this to last, you know, like 6 months because I don't use like a ridiculous amount of soap. And I think it's only $12.99. I have my thing right here. So let's see. Yeah, it's $12.99, which is not bad for 6 months. So what is that? Like $2 a month for hand wash? Not terrible. All right. I also pulled out a new toothbrush in August because I realized it had been a while and my toothbrush was looking very sad, kind of like run down. So I use the Dr. Plotka's toothbrushes. I used to be able to get these on iHerb. They no longer sell them on iHerb, so I had to buy some more from their website. They're pretty inexpensive. What are they, like $4.99 a toothbrush or something? I don't know, but I like them a lot because they have like flossing bristles. I have like a cat hair or something in my lip gloss and it's bugging me. But yeah, they're antimicrobial and they have like flossing bristles, and I really like them. Okay, now I have some makeup stuff, and it's not stuff that I finished up completely, but I just was like going through my drawers and I was like, okay, these things are very old. They're gross, they're dry, whatever. I'm just gonna get rid of them. So I have the 2 Clove & Hollow Hydra Glow, you know, the liquid highlighters that they used to have. Now they have cream highlighters, which I have not tried yet. But I bet they've got to be better than these. I really just never liked these. I like the color of them, this one especially. This one was Renaissance. I like that sort of like champagne color, but I hated the texture of these. They were very chunky. I could never get them to like blend in like nicely. I mean, I used a lot more than I realized I used. I used about half of like each one, but I never really liked these that much. And I imagine that the pans that they have are better now. They're a cream formula. I'll try those at some point. I just have not tried them yet. So yeah, I'm kind of glad to be getting rid of those. I just did not like them at all. Okay, so then I pulled out a bunch of mascaras. I went through all of my mascaras and pulled out the ones that were dry or smelled funny. Most of these are just dry. Really, none of them smelled funny, but it's just they're just old. So I have the Inika. So I have a bunch. Oh, my back hurts. So I have the Inika Long Lash Mascara, which, yeah, it's just dry. I mean, these are all just dry. I don't remember that it gave me like super duper long lashes, but I might not have used it a ton because it was only like this really small one. I do think I have a full size of that somewhere. I'm gonna need to find it and see if that's any good. It might not be, but that's probably not one that I would rebuy anyway. I also have the 100% Pure Maracuja, which I do really like this one. It's very old. I think this is the black tea one. I can't remember when I opened this, but it's dry. But I love the way these smell. They do make my eyes like look really nice and fluttery. This is one that I would rebuy. I do really enjoy that formula. I just have so many right now. I don't need any new mascara. Then I have the Hint Nocturne Mascara. Again, just dry, but this one did kind of start to smell funny. I don't remember using this all that much, and I don't remember it being like memorable, so not one that I would rebuy. This one I know I didn't like, the Juice Beauty. This was the Ultra Natural Mascara. This one had like sort of like a weird, like curvy brush, if I can get you to see it here. So it's sort of like a little bit like different curvy, but again, I didn't like this. It smudged on me. Not my favorite formula. These 2 formulas I did like. So I've got the Fit Glow Good Lash Mascara, which this is the old brush, the one that's sort of like that Christmas tree The new brush now, I do like it a lot better. It is the same formula, so I do enjoy this and recommend it. That is one that I like, and I do like the new brush better. This one, I kind of had like a hard time with. Sometimes it would make my eyes look really nice and volumized, and then other times it would make it look sort of like clumpy and spidery. So I do really like the new brush a lot better. I feel like it separates a lot better than the old one did. And then this one I also did really like as well, the Dream Big Mascara from Pacifica, which they do still sell. They have got quite a few mascaras now. Maybe I should do like a comparison of all of them. That would be kind of like an interesting video. But this one is kind of fun because you can twist the wand, and so you untwist it for length. So this is like if you want like length in your lashes, and then you twist it to make it smaller for some volume. So I did really like that formula. I do really like all of the Pacifica formulas. I don't find any of them to be, like terrible. But I do really like that Dream Big one. Their Stellar Gaze mascara is also really nice. I do like that one as well. They have like a super high volume one, and they have one with like black diamond. They've got like 5 different mascaras or something. I should do that. I should compare them all. I'm gonna put that on the list of things to do. All right, I'm gonna put all this away and then get out September. Okay, so September. Since we were just talking about makeup, I will talk about makeup again. I had one of these really old Ilia Limitless Lash mascaras from like, obviously you can tell before their rebrand, and this one does smell very bad. So I used that one a lot. Even though it's like a tiny one, I actually got quite a lot of use out of this. It's still not even empty, it just smells horrendous. So I'm throwing that away. That's it for makeup, but I do like the Limitless Lash Mascara. I have not tried the volumizing mascara yet. But I know a lot of people have compared the two. Maybe I'll still do it. I don't freaking know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore with my life or this channel. I'm just like, whenever I have time to sit down, I'm just like doing whatever, which most of the time is like subscription box stuff, and I'm just happening to do an Empties video right now. I need to get my life together. I also finished up the Vitamin Code Raw Iron, which is the iron that I use. I don't take it religiously, which I should, because I am very easily bruised. I have low iron all the time. It, helped to balance my like energy and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't feel exhausted now. I think that removing myself from a situation that was draining me has helped a lot, but I do have low iron anyway because, my bruises just get very bad. So I think my kid might have like a low iron issue too, because for a while he was chewing, he wanted like ice all the time, and I know that that's a symptom of like low iron. So I put him on some liquid iron, and the ice thing has stopped, so I think that's what the issue was. So I think with him, I think that's just a genetic issue in my family, because my mom has, issues with iron absorption. I have issues with iron absorption. I did even before I went vegan. And then my kid seems to have some issues with iron absorption. So I think it's just a genetic thing at this point. It just is what it is. We just have to take iron all the time. Okay, I have a hair care thing, and then we could do skincare. So I finished up the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal Biotin Dry Shampoo that came in the Briogeo Detox box. This is not something that I would rebuy. I mean, it was fine, but it was, it wasn't like so good that I was like, oh my God, I have to have this. I like the Vegamore dry shampoo, the aerosol one, or the Momi dry shampoo are my 2 favorite dry shampoos. And I really am not going to deviate from those 2. I just like those 2 the best. Okay, so I have 2 body things. I have the Plenty Naturals hair and body wash. This is the other thing that I like to use on Oliver. I've been using it since he was born. I love the smell of this. It smells so good and like just fruity. They use like cucumber and broccoli, and it just smells really good. I think there's probably apple in here. I don't know, orange. I don't know. Woo. I love that though. I will be replenishing over Black Friday, because that is usually when I buy a few bottles of that, and it lasts me the whole year. So I love that. If you have kids and you want something gentle, and you want something that's not gonna like sting the eyes, because he can get that in his eyes really, and it doesn't sting that much. I mean, everything stings a little bit, but that stings the least out of all the things that I've used on him. And he eats the bubbles, which I don't mind that much, because it's, it's not terrible ingredients. He's weird. Okay, so then I also finished up the Kahina Giving Beauty Belly Soap. This was the eucalyptus one. I like to use this to shave. Yeah, when I have it. I'm like, I don't go out of my way to buy it. If it just like happens to come to me, I will use it to shave. Because it is kind of expensive. I think it's like $30 something. And I do have the new argan oil one somewhere that I need to test and use. But usually I just use soap to shave. It's cheap and I don't go through soap all that fast, even though I have like 30 bars of soap. I will never buy another bar of soap again, probably, now that I'm the only one using it. And yeah, so I don't go out of my way to buy that. I just buy it. It just, like, when it comes to me, I will use it, but I do enjoy it. Okay, so the 3 skincare things I have are the Cocoa Kind Oil to Milk Cleanser. This is okay. I didn't find this to be, like, terribly amazing. Is my kid out there playing with the water? All right, anyway. So yeah, this is okay. They did send me a bigger size, so I am gonna try it again. My kid actually ended up getting a hold of that and he squirted most of it down the drain, but so I do need to test it more. And then I also have the Fortifying Moisturizer from Tata Harper. Again, it's made for sensitive skin. It's like unscented. I didn't find it to be like extremely special, worth the high price tag that it is, which I think it's like $120 or something like that. Too rich for my blood, and plus I didn't think it was all that, you know, fantastical for that price tag. So I used it. I mostly used it like before I went to the gym, because I usually would put like, or I usually put like sort of basic skincare on my skin before I go to the gym, just sort of keep my skin moisturized and doesn't dry out or whatever. So not something that I would rebuy. And then I also finished off a Catharsis face mask from Earthwise Beauty, which I love. I love this face mask. It's firming, acne reducing powder mask. I mix it with oils because it does get kind of dry on my face. But I just love it. It helps bring down inflammation. It helps heal acne. You say hi? Hi, Jessie. Hello, Jessie. Here she comes. Oh, it's a Jessie. All right, time for October. Okay, October. Where should I start? I guess I'll start with this. I finished off another mist. I went through my mists just to sort of see what I had that was very old or I needed to just finish up. And this is the, I forget how to pronounce this. Is it like Hans Daughter or something like that? This came in a Clean Beauty box quite a while ago. I do not like this packaging at all. I am not a fan of square packaging. It's just like very hard to hold. It's very like uncomfortable to hold. So I was happy to get rid of this one. Plus again, I didn't think the mist was like all that special. It was like nice, refreshing, but was it worth? How much was it? I can tell you how much was it. $45. I would not spend $45 of my own money on that. That was, it was just okay. Not fantastic. Where else can we go? I finished off a David's toothpaste. This is the charcoal one. I love David's. I am trying the Risewell toothpaste right now, which I do actually really enjoy. I like the taste of it. And I'm gonna try that one, and then I'm gonna try the David's that has the new hypoxipytite, whatever that ingredient is. David's now has a toothpaste that contains it, and that's why I purchased the Risewell one, because I wanted to try that one. So I'll try the two against each other, but I do really like the Risewell one. And I do really like the David's toothpaste. I've been using them for years now, and you know, if I hadn't tried the Risewell one, I would have just continued to try the David's, which I still will do because I have a lot of David's toothpaste to go through. But I do like the Risewell one as well. Okay, I also finished off a Bless Balm by Leilani, and yes, I actually finished all of this, though I did not use it as a moisturizer. I used it mostly as like a cleansing balm, and I used it as a like exfoliating cleanser as well. So what I like to do with this is I would take a little bit of it. He's chasing the cat. I would take a little bit of it and then I would mix it with a cleansing grains, and then I would sort of use it as like a moisturizing exfoliating cleanser in the shower. I kind of want to do a video where I tell you all of the ways that I like to use the Bless Balm, because it's a very multi-purpose product that you don't have to use just as like a face balm. You can use it a lot of different ways. So that's on my list of things to do eventually. But yeah, I did finish that up, use it up completely. Didn't waste any of it. I'm always really proud of myself when I finish off things like that because it can be kind of hard to use up, you know, balms and like oils, because as a blogger you get so many and you don't always finish them. And I always am just very proud of myself when I finish something. So speaking of that, I did finish the 12 Beauty Intelligent Frontier Facial Oil. Again, I only use this on my face. I know a lot of people, like when I talk about how much oils I have, they're like, use them on your body, mix them in, blah, blah, blah. And I do mix oils sometimes in with powder masks just to help use them up, you know, certain ones. But again, I do like to try to use up as much as I can, like on my actual face and not like cheat, you know, but like using it up on your body. I find that, I don't know, my personality just like goes against that in every way. I'm like, but that's cheating. And then you're not really using it. And then it's, you don't really know how it worked because you didn't use it for your face. I did use this entire thing on my face. I believe this came in the April Boxwalla box, and then I finished it in October. I didn't use it totally consistently through that whole time period. So what is that? April, May, June, July, August, September, October. It was like 6 months. It took me about 6 months to finish it up, but I'm proud that I finished that one up. Won't be something I rebuy just because it is very, very expensive, and a $215 facial oil is not in the single mom budget. But it was beautiful. It reminds me a lot of the Cloud Comfort oil. Is that what it's called? The one from Fit Glow, which I do really love. I love that oil especially. And I find that they compare for my skin. I found that I had similar results. And the other one is about half the price, so is more affordable. Plus I do work with Fit Glow, so if I ever need it, I'm like, hey, can I have one of those? Anyway, skincare, more skincare. I had a couple of these Bright Eyes masks from 100% Pure to depuff and brighten. I used these in October specifically because that was when somebody moved out and I cried a lot, but I haven't cried in a while, like really cried. Like I've had like some emotional moments where I've like teared up, and you know, like when I'm thinking about something or just like the future in general. Like the future scares me, but like I haven't had like a crying fest. Like I haven't like cried for like days at a time or just like hours. Like I've been okay. All right, a couple of body things. I did finish up a cranberry body cleanse from Olivia. I love this. I talked about it, you know, July. So my notes from July still are relevant. And this one was the cranberry scent, which I really, really love. I also finished up the Natural Logic and Body Polish. This one is in the coconut and cacao scent, which smells like German chocolate cake to me. Yummy. My favorite, that one, the Skin Alchemist one, and the Live Botanical blueberry polish, whatever that they have. Those are my 3 favorite body scrubs of like all the ones that I've ever tried. I basically recommend those 3 to you versus like any of the other ones. Okay, I also finished off a Prima The Daily. It had been a while since I had finished off a bottle of this, just because I wasn't taking the best care of myself. I wasn't taking supplements regularly. I am sort of like back on supplements now, but I wasn't for quite a few months, which is why it took me a long time to finish this one up, because the last time I finished up one of these was May. So from May to October, I took these very sporadically because there's only 30 in here. And you're supposed to take one every day, but I was very sporadic. I mean, like those months were sort of all just like a blur to me. Like my life just didn't make any sense during those times. But yeah, I'm getting back into supplements. I'm, you know, doing more things to take better care of myself and like help with my mental health and things like that. So I am retaking the dailies. Okay, the last makeup thing I have is the Pacifica Highest Def Hemp Brow. I do really like this, and it's a very affordable brow product, and it works really well with my brow color. This is the medium brown. So yeah, I did finish that. I think I have another one somewhere, but I also have like 8 million brow things open at the moment, so I'm not looking to open up another one, but I do really like this one. And if you're looking for something affordable, easily accessible, I like this one. I like that one a lot. All right, so that is all. That's all of the empties that I had for the last 4 months. Whew. So what are we on? We're on November. So yeah, I'll have another empties up in January probably. So I hope that you enjoyed that I did something a little bit different than a lot of the content that I've posted recently, which has been subscription box stuff. And have I even done anything different besides subscription box stuff in the last couple of months? So let's see, my last few videos, subscription box, Credo sale. Well, I did do a review of like all the box wallet things, but again, that was a subscription box thing. Beauty Hero subscription box, Earth Love subscription box, Beauty Hero subscription box. That's like all that I've done lately, and I know that that's probably very boring to a lot of people, but I'm sure you guys understand like sort of where my mental space has been at. So, but if you're ever interested in like hearing me talk about anything besides subscription stuff, I do post about like personal, you know, how I'm doing mentally, talking about personal things over on like my Patreon, if that's ever of any interest to you. If it's not, totally fine. I do not take offense if you do not care. But if you ever like want to hear from me and you're tired of hearing about me talk about subscription box stuff, like there is another outlet where I do talk about things that are not beauty related, because I don't talk about beauty related things over there. I only talk about my personal life, and you know, the mess that was my, you know. Okay, so anyway, that's there if you're interested in it. If you're not, totally fine. I will probably try to film a This Just In here pretty soon. I will be filming a subscription box roundup next week, I think. And then I do still need to film like other videos that I had ideas for. Like the one, it was like, you know, in my mind, whatever. I have stuff that I'm going to do that's not subscription box related. And I have to sit down and like do it. Just like find the time. Anyway, this is long enough. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I will see you in my next one. Bye.